You're listening to Saturday Morning Media. And now, back to our show. That's a really amazing costume, Beatrice. You have outdone yourself.
Thank you. Can you feel the flames?
Do it again. Do that. Whoa.
Wow.
That is amazing.
I want to get some marshmallows and roast them off your shoulders.
How long did you work on this? Because this is pretty impressive.
Well, I've been working on it ever since the last season of Game of Thrones aired.
Yeah.
It really was my inspiration. So, yeah, I would sit and watch the episodes and work on my costume.
Man, is that real fish scales or is those plastic? Those are plastic cups.
Yeah, they're plastic cups. They're not real fish scales. I didn't want it to be stinky because I'm really hoping they'll put this in the archive, display of,
right, if you win,
Elf Life.
Famous,
yeah, and if you win tonight's costume party.
Yeah.
Well, welcome to Elf Centered, everybody. My name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
I'm Gary.
And we were just remarking of Beatrice's amazing, amazing costume. Now, you gave us some hints last time, and I certainly did not guess this at all.
I didn't either.
You're clearly not fans of Game of Thrones.
I watch it, like, with the sound on, like I'm doing other things.
What?
Yeah, I can't...
That's offensive.
Why is it offensive?
Yeah, why?
Because it's such a good show, and if you're a real fan, you would know that it's offensive.
Okay.
Listeners out there, am I right?
Yeah, my penguins would be mad at you.
Your penguins watch Game
They
of
watch
Thrones?
it all the time religiously, and it's like the only time I get to have the other TV to myself to play video games by myself is when they're watching Game of Thrones.
Well, it's a lovely costume, and
Thank
it's was it Denny's? What's the name of the character?
Daenerys.
Oh, Daenerys.
Yes.
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
Okay, I didn't. Well, and your
She's
white
the
hair.
blonde girl, right? The really blonde, jet black blonde.
Yes.
Yeah, it's amazing.
Thank you. Thank you. I got it from the doll shop because obviously we have hair for the dolls.
Right.
Right.
And I've had my eye on those lovely, long, blonde, flowing locks. So,
Well, it looks great.
thank you.
It's funny because, I picked my costume, of course, Howling Mad Murdoch from the A-Team, and I do not get it. I like dressing up, but I want an easy costume. So, as you can see, I just got this jacket and a leather jacket, bomber jacket, and the blue hat.
Right, he didn't even have an insignia on that hat.
Yeah. I don't have to do anything else but that, But you went all out. I mean, That's fantastic.
Thank you.
I heard you even possibly maybe learn some Klingon or something for
It's not Klingon. It's what the Dothraki speak.
So it's Dothrakis?
Dothrakis, yes. I did. This one I love is Naja, means victorious.
Oh, I think tonight at the costume contest you are going to be Naja. That's great.
And then I think it's Silox, which means tomorrow we will know who the winner is.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I like having Silox with my bagels. What? No? Okay.
I got it. Hey,
well, and your Werner Herzog outfit is really spot on.
Thanks. It's slacks, dark blue slacks with a white shirt with no tie. But and that's obvious. You can pick that up at any place. But the bald cap with the sprouts of hair on the side of my head and temples took a lot of work to get put together.
Impressed.
Yeah, it looks good. When you walked in, I actually for a second thought, did he really do that to his head? But you didn't. It's a bald cap.
It's a bald cap.
Yeah.
It's a bald cap. Because I could shave my head and it would grow back in like 10 minutes. Like not fully, but it would push through the skin.
Oh.
It's super fast. I don't know.
What sounds medically strange.
Yeah. I usually have to. When I was younger, I had to shave all the time, all over.
Okay. Well, we'll take your word for it, Gary.
Right.
Well, now of course we're having fun, and the Halloween, the fall festival, and all that stuff has been going good, but it's not all fun and games here. We've been hard at. Well, you guys have been hard at work. Mm-hmm. I mean, I've been in the hotel. The hotel, I will just say this off the top. It's been kind of quiet in the hotel. There's been 1 or 2 turkeys just hiding out in the hotel because they're nervous for Thanksgiving coming up later in November.
Right.
But it's pretty quiet because all the ghosts and goblins, of course, have checked out, and they're all around the world scaring people for Halloween for tonight.
Right.
But how's things been going with you guys?
It's been horrible.
Well, you're back in the mine.
I am. I'm glad to be back in the mine, but the
Yeah.
work is incredible because there must just be a rash of horrible children. Because,
Really?
like, we have been digging nonstop 24 hours a day. And, like, it's incredible. They even brought Pedro back in. Yes. Like,
Wow.
They even brought Pedro back into the mine after he got blown out of it.
Yeah.
But they brought him back because they knew he could swing a pick.
Wow. Do you think... I mean, I don't want to... You know, it's like, of course, Santa has all the coal for the bad children, boys and girls. Do you think, like, he's having you guys mine extra and, like, selling... You know, I'm not saying it's a scam or something. It's just coal's very valuable. You know what I mean?
To make some extra money?
Yeah. Well, we got to fund these toys being built and all that.
That's true. He could have a
I
little
wonder.
cottage industry, just like your penguins
Right.
with their bread fish.
Right. Well, now that that's over, thanks a lot, Santa.
Yeah. Well,
But like, there could be. I mean, we put in the carts, and like, now that you mention it, I have noticed that some carts are like, kind of like they have a little blue paint on them, or something that's different on the cart. Like, I don't know.
and they go down like a different track.
They
or
do.
something? Yeah.
They go down a different track, and I'm like, what?
That's interesting.
Yeah.
But I didn't think it was like. I just thought it was like extra bad coal for extra bad kids.
Yeah. Do you ever put name tags on any of the coal? Like, are you involved in that part of it, or just mining the coal?
Well, no, I just do the mining coal because they knew about the candy cane striping debacle,
Right.
which reason I came back to the coal mine. But see, Pedro's does that. That's what he used to do. But like now he's doing double duty because he's got a mine, and then overtime he's writing the names on the coal.
Wow.
But that's what his job was when he got like blown out.
Yeah.
Then they put him on that duty.
Huh. Well, it sounds like hard work down there in the mines.
Yeah.
I
Well, how easy is it for you in the hotel?
Listen, I am not. I'd be the first to admit that it is. I mean, I clean. We don't have a lot of guests, so there's not a lot of rooms to clean.
Except for the turkeys right now. But
Right, which those are.
do they give like?
Those are going to be a heck to clean.
Are they giving false names? Like someone like.
Yeah.
So they don't get noticed.
I think everybody probably knows they're a turkey, regardless of the name they give.
Well, like.
But on the register, they do actually use Bob Salmon. That's because they want to be thought of as fish. Like, oh, nobody wants to eat fish at Thanksgiving.
Oh, I see.
So we'll just check in under
That
Right.
makes sense.
You know, I
Once,
would think, like,
once they're in their
Sam-
room. Yeah.
Sam Rainbow Trout. It's
Mac the mackerel.
yeah. Well, that actually is Mac the mackerel.
Oh,
He's an actual fish. He just stays.
he's a
there.
long-time resident. Isn't
He is. He's been there a while. He likes to hang out. And Beatrice Yo-Yo's, has it gotten any better?
Ooh, not from what I heard.
What did you hear?
I just heard from the grapevine that it's been rough.
I heard Benny has a limp.
Well, the limp cannot be attributed to me. Yes, I did accidentally hit him in the head that sent him to the infirmary when I was practicing walk the dog. And that was a pretty severe injury. But I didn't have anything to do with his limp. What happened is Benny came back to the yo-yo lab. We're calling it a lab because we're trying to be more like MIT.
Right.
And I was practicing around the world, which is another yo-yo trick.
Mm-hmm.
And Benny saw me, panicked, started backing up with hysteria in his eyes, fell over a box of yo-yos I had just tested, and that's how he hurt his leg, and now he has a limp. So is it my fault? No. The fact that I struck fear in his heart is on him.
Right.
But I did make him some of my special cookies to try and make it up to him, which he threw back in my face which is why my cheek is bruised.
Holy
not from a
moly,
yo-yo.
you made him Scotcheroos and he didn't...
Because he's allergic. Did I know that? Did anybody tell me Benny is allergic to Scotcheroos?
No. Boy,
Man, this sounds like a terrible bunch of months for you and me.
Your work environment is not... I bet you cannot wait for the new reassignments to come out.
When is that date again? I am putting it on my calendar and crossing out the days.
Well, December 24th is when, we got to get it all done.
Well, I know, but reassignments don't come till February or March? Yeah. Well, it's okay. I'm just going to keep my head down, nose to the grindstone. I just saw this fantastic interview with Idris Elba, who I love.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's on the TV show Luther.
Yeah.
In British, and he was on The Wire.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he said, you just keep your head down. That's his philosophy.
Yeah.
That's good advice for Benny, I think.
Right.
Right. If Benny had kept his head down, he wouldn't have gotten hit with the yo-yo.
There you go.
So that's my new motto.
I like it.
Keep your head down.
Well, as part of the public service here, we have to announce that the big potluck is coming up on November 5th, which is just a few short days away. So,
is that the one we have to all bring something?
Yeah, well, we're all going to it.
Gary, be thankful because it's a break from Hortense's cooking.
Ooh,
right?
Good point.
Yes.
Although she is cooking something to bring to the potluck as well.
I know.
But there will be other food.
Well, depending on the day it's on, whatever November 5th is, it'll be whatever day that is. It's going to probably be the same thing she would have made unless she fancifies it up.
Well, you never know. So if you want to sign up for a dish, there is down at the administration office, there's a big chart, and you can sign up and say what you're bringing because... Remember 2 years ago, everybody brought napkins? And it's like, well, now we had to eat Hortense's food, because everyone brought napkins.
Except Hortense.
Boy, was our faces clean.
Yeah, well, do you have any idea what you're going to make?
Ooh, I think I'm going to make beef stroganoff.
Ooh,
wow.
I have my mom's recipe
for beef stroganoff.
I've only made it once before, and, it was good, but it wasn't like my mom's, But I'm going to try it again.
Did the gravy come out grayish? Or is it like creamy white?
No, it's sort of like a brown, bordering on gray, but brown.
Yeah, you can always tell like a novice because the gravy comes out, it's gray.
Yeah, and I will cook noodles or rice. So whatever you would like to put your beef stroganoff on top of, you will have your choice.
You need a choice of starch.
Yeah.
What are you going to bring, Gary?
I don't know. I got to ask the Penguins.
Are they going to?
They're doing something. They said they would.
Oh.
Which plus they got a lot of time on their hands and now, so they'll make something. It'll probably involve breading.
The Penguins were that in control of what
I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're in charge now. Especially with after the thing happened and put the kibosh on the
breadfish.
Yeah. So they're real mad, real mad. I come home. I got chores to do. They're pissed.
I will say, there's nothing. They had what is it? Hell hath no fury like a woman scorn.
Yeah.
That person who said that has never met an angry penguin because those penguins are upset.
I'm telling you, man.
Well, Beatrice, what are you bringing?
I mean, come on. Seriously, is there any question of what
Scotcheroos?
Yeah, of course. There would be mutiny if I didn't bring my Scotcheroos. Am I
just
right?
didn't know if you got your... Do you ever get tired of making Scotcheroos?
No, because I always vary it a little. I put a little flair in. Oh. Sometimes they're a little more cinnamon-y.
Wow. Some more scotchy.
Sometimes they're a little more scotchy.
More
wait, that's me and my glass while I'm making them.
But do you? I mean, that's why people must love them. You never know.
Exactly.
You never know. I got to find out what the mystery is. Well, once again, the potluck is coming up November 5th. Get down to Matilda, who's at the front desk of the administration office. She's got the chart. We'll have you sign up for what you're bringing. I think Elves A through D, bring a appetizer, E through whatever, bring, so and so. And
I wonder what Zelda's bringing.
I hope she's bringing me. I asked her if she wanted to go to the potluck. To go.
Ooh, burying the lead there, Gavin.
Well, seriously, what is going on?
I did ask her. I said, because I was like, it's been a while since our date. Hopefully enough time has gone. And she said, she said she had to talk to Melvin first. And I said, oh, okay, all right. Well, I think she just wanted to know what he's bringing. So she doesn't
like
do a duplicate thing. Yeah, but she was like, I gotta go talk to Melvin because something.
They must be really good friends.
They are very good friends. Like they're always texting back and forth to each other. I go, hey Zeta, what you doing? She's like texting Melvin, and I'm like, oh, that's nice. Like she's so
Zeta.
friendly.
Her name is Zeta.
Yeah.
I think I called her Zelda.
Zeta.
Sorry,
Zeta,
my apologies.
No, it's okay. I know who you meant because there's really only one person with a Z.
Right. The other day I was down at the mall and I saw them. They were taking like one of those glamour shots together.
Oh, that's nice.
It must have been like friendship day half off.
Yeah, well, they're two good-looking elves. I mean, you look at both of them; they're two good-looking elves. So that's going to be a heck of a shot.
Yeah.
The other day, Melvin actually came by, and I came around the corner. This is so funny because one of the turkeys was out in the hallway and couldn't find. And listen, I love all our guests, but some of those turkeys not too smart. He did not know where he was going, so I was showing him back to his room where it was. I mean, Mr. Salmon, I apologize, showing him back to the room. And I came back, and Melvin was there, and him and Zelda were hugging. And she really does give great hugs. So I certainly cannot blame him for hugging her. And I hope that the day of the potluck, I'll be getting one of those hugs.
I hope that for you, too.
Maybe a little bit more.
One of those full body hugs.
Well, I'll take what I can get, Usually when I see her, I ask for a hug and I get a handshake. So a hug will be fantastic.
Saving it up for a special occasion.
Yeah. Anyway, the potluck is coming up November 5th. We got the weather. We have snow tonight, snow tomorrow morning, and snow into the evening tomorrow. So you'll want to bundle up. But until then, my name is Gavin.
I'm Beatrice.
Werner Herzog.
It's such a great costume. Have a happy Halloween, everybody, and a great November. This episode of Elf Centered was completely improvised by Jayne Entwistle, Chris Sheets, and Grant Baciocco. The elves have discovered another elf who's been missing for some time. Does this have anything to do with the murder they're investigating? To hear all about it, you'll need to download the free Saturday Morning Media app for iOS and Android and hit the button that says bonus audio in the entry for this episode. For more information on how to download the app, visit SaturdayMorningMedia.com/app. Elf Centered is a production of Saturday Morning Media and is made possible by the Saturday Morning Media Patreon patrons who have gone to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up a monthly donation for as little as $1 a month. Huge thanks to Shay Stewart, Mer Lafferty, Jeff Peterson, Dale Gadania, Steven Staver, Jackie Climo, Melissa Crawford, Chuck, Matthew Wayne Selznick, Dave Slusher of the Evil Genius Chronicles, Mike Coughlin, Dorothy Baciocco, John D., Kathy Crawford, Brian Greer, Carrie Whitney, Chuck Tomasi, Chris Foster, Stephen Ing, Clinton of ComedyForecast.com, Vicky DeVries, Mike Wabshall, Twitter user Butzengear, a.k.a. Wildcat, Eve Cunning, Mike Hamilton, Gaston Marino, and Reed Loveland. If you'd like to support this show and the other fun content from Saturday Morning Media, become a patron. Head on over to patreon.com/Saturday Morning Media and set up your donation today. You can also tell a friend about the show or leave Elf Centered a review on iTunes. And while you're over in the iTunes podcast directory, be sure to click that subscribe button. That way you get new episodes the moment they are released. Thank you so much for tuning in. We'll be back in another month with another episode of Elf Centered. Elf Centered is copyright 2016 Saturday Morning Media, Grant Baciocco, executive producer. All rights reserved. www.SaturdayMorningMedia.com. You've been listening to Saturday Morning Media. Stay tuned. We'll be right back.